The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a
That you just saw was your average match as Jason in Dead by Daylight. The start of the clip is I just found a survivor working on a little generator. I pop out of the vault and give him a little scary scare. I chase him around the pallet for a bit, he drops it, and I aim my spear, throw it, and I completely miss. God damn. Some more chasing continues. I grab the survivor out of the locker, and some stupid survivor trying to flashlight me. And I'm facing the other direction, like he's flashlighting me here. Looking this way, I'm facing this way. That's not how it works. After some shenanigans of the flashlight variety, I loop back to the generator and I find a gabbling group of gawking survivors. After some more bit of chasing, I hook at least 2 of them. And during all that, I miss 4 spares!
Dead by Daylight is an interesting game. You have the fan base, which is so toxic it makes my Geiger counter go off. You have the devs who can be really lazy when they remove a killer for a month straight because of a bug. Or some of the killers. Artist mains, I am coming for you. Pause, not like that.
It is a weird game, but it is still a fun game. Unless you're getting bullied by AA batteries. Before we start the video, I'm going to give a quick rundown of Dead by Daylight for those who don't know. Dead by Daylight is an asymmetrical horror game. There's 1 killer and 4 survivors. That's half a killer for 2 survivors. What a deal. These survivors have to complete 5 gens to escape and open the exit gates. If there's only 1 survivor left, they can open a hatch to let them leave. The killer has to kill the survivors. They have to hit them twice with their basic attack or whatever certain requirements their special attack uses. After their 2 hits, they're left to crawl on the ground for a bit. In this mode, the killer can pick them up and put them on hooks. These hooks act as they're kind of like lives. You can be put on the hook 3 times. On your 3rd time, you're dead. You're gone, and you cannot be revived anymore. If there's 1 last survivor left in the entire match and they're down, you can do what's called mooring. Mooring is a little small death animation the killer does to kill the survivors in an epic, brutal way, or in a lame way. Talking to Trapper, Wraith, horrible Murrays. Horrible Moors. Even worse, Skull Merchant. Kill yourself. Survivors have their own way of countering the killer. They can unhook survivors. They can use a flashlight to stun the killer. Hell, you can even drop a chunk of wood on them. Each survivor and killer comes with 3 respective perks so they can share their own sides. Like, I can't share my Trapper perks with the survivor. Every killer has their own parody, which acts as their kind of like own theme music that plays when the killer gets close to you or when you're in chase. There's an effect called Undetectable that we brought up a few times in this video that removes your terror radius unless you're in chase. Personally, it's like one of the best effects in the entire game. Trust me. Or if you inflict oblivious, which is like the same thing, only X for one survivor. Each killer has their own power. Trapper can set down their traps, which is pretty obvious, to keep the survivor stunned for a bit and injure them. The Wraith can turn into the invisible jet, which lets them go around the map completely invisible with no terror radius. And the Hillbilly can turn into the faster chainsaw jet, which lets them zoom around the map with a fucking chainsaw. There's a lot more to explain about the game, but it'll be in the corner. Whatever corner that is. I don't know which corner. I mean, Finnish man, put in one of these corners. Not the top one. The top one's disgusting. You wanna know something? This is developed. They created the game. And they love money. So if they ask a certain, like, studio or company, or the company itself gives them the license, they can round out licenses for different characters or IPs. That's how we can get, like, Michael Myers, making rest in peace. The Cenobite, making rest in peace. Leatherface. I mean, like, he hasn't gotten content in so long. So that means we can get, like, matchups like a Freddy Krueger versus a high school girl, or William fucking I Always Come Back Afton versus a goth girl. But today we're talking about a pedophile versus high schoolers. We're talking about Jason Voorhees. If you don't know who Jason Voorhees is, are you fucking Patrick the Star?
Is Jason Voorhees an instrument?
No, Patrick.
Jason Voorhees
Is not an instrument.
Michael Myers.
She's not an instrument either.
Jason is one of the most iconic slashers of all time, known for his brutality, his backstory, his location, and his legal problems.
To simplify what happened, the two people that made the first Friday movie. The writer wrote the story, and the producer made the movie actually happen. For the next million sequels, the writer of the first movie never returns, and the producer keeps, producing. Until for some reason, the writer of the first movie thinks he owns the franchise, even though he did jack shit with it for roughly 36 years. So after a legal battle, the writer gets sent on his ass with the plot of the first movie and everything that was set up from then, and the producer gets Jason Voorhees, the outline and designs of Jason from 2 and after. Not even his backstory. But they do get Jason Goes to Manhattan. Fucking hell. So the producer's family makes Jason Universe, where the character's license can be rented out for use in games. I don't know if it's for movies and other media, I just know it's for games. So now we're here, as Dead by Daylight has reached its 10th anniversary, so the horror legend Jason Voorhees has entered the fog. Let's give him a rundown before I yap about how he's my favorite range killer in the entire game. Acting can fucking suck it. Jason is a ranged killer, which means, shocker, he has a ranged attack. Instead of having a hatchet like Huntress or giant ink crows. Don't ask. Jason has a spear. Well, 2 spears. There's spears that can appear from random junk piles to push survivors back a bit into an injured state. And there's hook spears that push survivors back more. Give them broken, lets you see the spear's aura while in a survivor, pin them to a wall if they're in an injured state, and on death hook lets you kill them instantly. So yeah, the hook spears are objectively the better one. However, there is a catch. The hook spear you can only get from the start of the match, hooking survivor, or just taking the hook straight out of the hook holder? What is that called? His second ability is called Omnipresent Evil. When in Omnipresent Evil mode, you leave behind a husk, and you move completely invisible. In this invisible mode, you walk faster and you can see survivor footprints if they're running, or red cloud if they're standing still. You can also appear out of vaults, pallet tiles, broken pallet tiles, drop pallet tiles, and breakable walls. Once you step out of these, if a survivor is close to you, they scream and you get killer instinct. This is called jumpscare. This classifies Jason as a mix of a zoner and a grappler. This is my opinion. His spears give him a range potential, but he has a way to close the gap thanks to Omni Evil.
Now let's talk about Jason's scripts. They're not good, bro. They are not good. Number 1. Hex STD. Scared to death. When you break a pallet, the survivor screams. This is good for characters who need aura. Besides that, it's not good. It is not good. Best of the bunch, Silent Shadow. When you hook a survivor, you get an undetectable attack. When all generators are completed, you are undetectable forever. This perk is good for killers who are really greatly benefit from undetectable. Well, any character that needs undetectable, that their ability doesn't give them automatically undetectable, is really good for this killer. An example that can go in my mind is probably Krasu, Unknown, number 3, Rampage. When stunned, gain a token. For each token, when a pallet breaks, gain the amount of haste for up to 3 tokens. This is good if you're so bad at pallet stuns, get them all the time, or you just do not like them. That is completely fair.
Jason add-ons are interesting. Some are good and some are decent, and some bring back painful memories. To give a quick rundown of an add-on usually consists of a buff or a tweak for a character. For example, the Trapper has an add-on that randomly arms his traps, so you don't have to run over there and reset it. Thanks to add-ons, Spear can also act as information for Jason.
Pick up the phone!
One of Jason's add-ons, the Bloody Magazine, makes survivors scream in your terror radius when you miss a through within 8 meters. This is a good information add-on, but it is not the best add-on for Jason's Spear. If you're not good at stopping the survivors from leaving, then try out Burnt Fused. Burnt Fuse activates when the exit gates are opened and the survivor is hit with a spear of any variety. During this time, when the spear is impaling them and pressing this after they take it out, the exit gates are blocked for survivors within 16 meters for every survivor, not just like the one that got speared. Do I need to explain why this is a good add-on? It literally just stops survivors from leaving. This is a good add-on. This can at least assure 1 kill. People may say this is like a bad add-on, which I understand why. It just blocks the exit gates for a bit, which can only let you kill 1 survivor. Another interesting add-on is the Missing Corkscrew. This add-on activates when you impale a survivor, which gives them your terror radius and makes you undetectable. Do I need to explain why this is a good add-on? Becoming undetectable is already a benefit to killers, but making the survivors run away from a survivor because they have your terror radius is really funny and pretty good too. One of his best low rarity add-ons is the Sauna Rock. When you jump scare a survivor, they gain exhaustion for 13 seconds. If you're in mid-hit of a survivor, then you can just quickly do an Omni Evil, catch up to them, and then with a jump scare, that means they can't run away. Surprisingly, Omni Evil really doesn't have any many gimmick badges. There is one, the Sauna Rock that I just mentioned, the DbD's badge. One in Omnipresent Evil mode. If you get 4 meters close to a generator, it will explode, making it lose 5%. Now that's another good add-on to pressure the survivors. You can walk up to a Generator and explode it, then just jump scare them. Muy bueno.
Then I roll up that roll up. Then I'm calling your whore. Like, pick up the phone.
To make a loadout, we need 4 perks that help his strengths and cover his weaknesses, and 2 add-ons that completely buff Jason that matches up with this loadout.
Our first perk is Barbecue and Chili. This perk lets us see survivors' aura if they're at least 40 meters away from us after hooking a survivor. It's pretty obvious that free aura rating is good for a killer that can easily traverse the map. This is really good. The next perk is Thrilling Tremors. When holding a survivor, all gens not being worked on are blocked for 16 seconds. This is a solid pressure perk that covers Jason's lack of pressure. This also gives Jason some information so you can know which generators are being worked on because they're not locked. Next is Deadlocked, or No Holds Barred. When a generator is complete, the gen with the most progress is blocked for 25 seconds. Again, this is another good pressure perk for Jason. Lastly is Pop Goes the Weasel. When you hook a survivor for the next 40 seconds, you kick a gen, it will lose 50% of its progress. Immediately instead of the 5% that you normally kick it for. And hey, I like the triple gen regression. Triple gen regression, triple the fun. That's what my uncle always says. For his add-ons, I'll be using Orderly Shoot, which gives you more haste when you jump scare the survivors. And Connor's Coffee. This increases the distance of the amount of pushback survivors get when they get hit with a spear, and gain 8% haste when you hit a survivor with a spear. Again, I just want to tell you this is not the best loadout. I'll mention one later, but this is one that I personally like, and is arguably not the best. Alright. Let's do this. ain't gonna stop me, bro. Alright, let's go. Alright, bro. Alright, bro. Yeah, I'm selling already, bro. Probably should. Actually. Oh my god, bro, the killer instinct. Pressure kick the gen. Ah, shit. Okay, all the way over there. Okay, what? Okay, are we serious? Probably just gonna run the gen over here. Heck no. Honestly, this match has been relatively chill. I can get some information after this guy, which would be nice. Let's see information. That gen again. Alright. Run back here, brother, because I know. So let's put her in the basement, why not? That gen again? Oh my god. Yeah, let's just put her in the basement, why not? What? Yeah. What? Yo, okay, I'm low current talk. Low Kirkologically, whatever the hell you say it, telling. Around here. Yeah. Gotcha. Alright, in the basement we go. Alright, sweet. Well, let's put you in the basement too. Why not? Why not? Okay, I predict that gen is gonna be worked on right now. Well, unfortunately, your efforts were not good. Alright. Sucks to be him. Okay, so like, Panda is low-key kind of not doing... It's hiding somewhere, I know that. Oh, found him. Right, yeah. Okay, he found the hatch. Jason is a bit funky, dare I say, monkey, to get used to. Mainly his spear. The box of the spear is reminding me of the Huntsman from Team Fortress 2. When you throw the spear, it has a slight dip down, so when you're hitting faraway shots, keep that in mind.
Sometimes the spear hits the area of their shoulder, which may look really goofy. We throw the spear, like, just grazes their shoulder, and just sends them flying completely and just backward. The spear is very important for Jason's arsenal. It can let you catch up to the survivor just by down far away, or if you're in a loop, you can just send it right into their face, knocking them down. It is a muy bueno tool.
Jason is a slow character in general, with the second slowest speed in the entire game being 4.4 meters per second. So it's good to use your spear to catch up or pin survivors to the wall. Another thing to mention about Jason's spear is that, just like the Huntsman, again, it can be easy to miss if you're not trained with every martial art known to man. Obviously, I'm joking around, but the spear has two major bumps that can be tricky to get used to. The spear doesn't shoot straight out of your main line of sight. It shoots a bit to the upper left, so it explains why I miss a few of my shots. But a lot of them are just me being bad at the game. It's pretty apparent why crouching could be an issue, because when survivors crouch, their hitbox shrinks. So if you aim carefully, in the right position, right to wind speed, flee, and the survivor crouches, I think it's pretty fair to be mad. Jason's Omni-Evil can be very useful in your early game. When you start the match by running around, invisible, seeing the survivors, aura on generators, or opening chests, can be very useful for information. However, I have not mentioned one weakness with Jason. Actually, there's two weaknesses. When the survivor crouches, you can't see them in Omni-Evil mode. Like, you just don't see them. You can't jump scare them. This is pretty obvious and makes sense why this is annoying. Because you're just perusing around the map, and they're just crouching around. This can make the start of matches longer time between both GTA 6 trailers. The other downside of Jason that you have to take note of is when popping out of jump scareable tile next to a survivor, it makes the animation slower/longer. And this jump scareable tile will be red if the animation will be slower, so keep that in mind for the future. At this time I've played 5-ish matches with the previous loadout, so I want to make another match and experiment with that. The rule being I can't reuse perks or add-ons. For perk slot 1, I choose I'm All Yours. When a survivor in your terror radius fast fall to see their aura for a limited time. This works because you can, if you're in a loop with a survivor, you can know where they're going and then try to mind game them and just stab them with the spear. Next, there's Gearhead. When you damage a survivor, you can see any survivor that is working on a generator, only if they hit a good skill check. This is generally good knowledge for what gens are being worked on, so after you chase, and hope the survivor, you can just walk in over them and bob them. Our next perk is Grim Embrace. When you nuke a survivor and then walk away, the hook blocks all generators for 10 seconds, and every time you nuke a survivor for the first time, you gain a token. All generators are blocked for 40 seconds, and you see the obsession's aura for 10 seconds if you get all 4 tokens. This is one of the best slowdown perks in the entire game, objectively. Hands down. Lastly, Lethal Pursuer. At the start of the match, you see the survivor's aura for 7 seconds, which is already a good perk to have, but wait, there is more. Every aura perk has its aura reading increased by 2 seconds. That may not sound a lot, but trust me, aura reading is important to have in this game, to know the survivors, where they are, and where they could be going. This perk also pairs well with I'm All Yours, because then you get more time seeing the survivor through a loop. These were all perks, and when I was scripting the video, the Orderly Shrew and Cutter's Coffee alright. Were the perks, and these were pretty good perks when I was getting the footage for Jason. But these two perks, I mean not perks, add-ons are like some of Jason's best, besides the Eerie add-ons. His Eerie add-ons are good. Alright, I do not like this map. This map is boring. Realistically, that's probably the fact. Oh, hey. What's up? Ah, shit. What's up? What's up? Alright. I assume they're streaming. If not, then like it doesn't matter really. God. Brother. What are we doing? This character, I do not. I find them annoying. Shit. Got him. Don't know why you pre-dropped that, but okay. Got him. Finally. What's up? Gotcha. Our runner flush with stuns. That's really all I have to say. Might be new to the game. Wait, they're over here, right? No, okay, over here. Okay, yeah. Got him. What? Oh my god, I am not cooking. Fuck. This person's so much better at chase. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I am. Am I chasing the right person? Oh my god. Dude, having two people with the same skin is super confusing. And boom, grenades. Got him. Got him. Yeah. Okay, that is a lot of loud noises. Alright. I did not know there was a pallet there. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Please and thank you. Okay, that's fine. Okay, what the? Alright. It's like, is anybody gonna like? Okay. Yeah, the gen, bro. Got him. Cannot be talking. Let's read everyone on second hood stage. Hook or hood? Did I say hood? Okay. It's wraps, bro. Alright, that means 2 people left. Okay, over there. Shit. Got him. Alright.
Vision Spear constant pin survivors to walls, which is a guaranteed way of picking them up without getting flashlight stunned. Also, there's another way for another thing in the future, which I will tell you in a bit. Maybe, I don't know.
Another actually pretty cool fact about Jason's. Unlike most killers, indoor maps are actually good for Jason. Only Hawkins' lab, me, Plan, and Larry's both work for him too. The reason this is because you have a better chance of hitting survivors against walls to pin them down. I still do hate playing these maps no matter what, but just don't connect. But if you're Jason main, and just don't disconnect if you land at Hawkins. This is like Jason's bread and butter here.
The spear is also not just a good spear, you know, it's also good as a fork. If this survivor's on second hook stage, you can mini-mori them, which plays a little death animation. I explained this a bit earlier. But I'm going to show you the mini-mori one and then the actual mori one. Just for a special treat for you. That was a really goofy laugh. There's one last more thing you have to do before we finish this video. And that's to get Merciless Killer rank. To get Merciless Killer rank, you have to get gold in all certain qualifications of ranking at the end of the match. Now, I'll show you how I completed this challenge.
We start the match as I have just landed in an alright map. Fallen Refuge on the Withered Isle. I go into Omnipresent Evil mode looking for some sneaky survivors, and I do find one going to a generator. I do pop out of a pallet and then chase a Fangman. I do miss a spear! Continuing to chase with the Fangman, I take a peek behind me to see pesky survivor, who I don't know the name for. Edit Frenchman, put their name up on the screen. So as I down the Fangman and bring her to a hook, I go searching for that survivor who I can't remember the name of for the life of me. As I find him, the other two survivors help the Fangman off the hook. During chase, I down him Old Yeller style. I go looking for any wannabe on hookers and find Laura where she loops me through a gen, leaving 3 left. I managed to pick her up while sliding on a pallet to put her on a hook, as another sire doesn't understand how a flashlight works. Chasing the Fangman once more, I barely miss a spear as grazing her. And no, 2 generators are left, what am I gonna do? As I have downed the Fangman, I have to chase the Laura down, but a pesky Rebecca revives the Fangman. Luckily I get a mini Mori, the Laura. Let's put the Fangman on a hook that tunnels her completely out of existence. 2 survivors remain. As I rush to the generator, I catch Rebecca off guard as I chase her around and I miss the 7th spear in a fucking row! And there's another one! I slug the Rebecca and attempt to hook the other guy. My plan is fruitful as it's Morying time. In the rank of Merciless Kifter. Wait, what? As the rank of Merciless Killer is gifted to me.
Oh my